What is up, world? This is Bakerman Brad, and I'm just chilling in the cockpit of my very own Mech Warrior. We're going to be taking a look today at MechWarrior Online, a game brought to you by Piranha Games. It is a free-to-play, but it's actually just extremely closed beta right now. Like, the NDA was released maybe 4 days ago. But anyways, we're about to get started right into a match, and the first important thing to know is how to move. If you hit left control, or whatever it is that you want to hotkey out a little bit, you can actually take a look at the spacious design of your cockpit. It even has its own emergency button whenever you blow up. We're moving. Alright, so W is going to be your forward throttle. But really, more importantly, you're going to want to learn how to set up your weapon groups. If you take a look at the bottom right hand of the screen here, you actually can move with your arrow keys back and forth to set up individual groups. Hit right control to select or deselect and assign different groups. Now, as you're walking around, you notice you can't really see very much except for, the volcano there. If you wanted to, though, you could hit H for heat vision. This is a handy-dandy little setting that you have here. You can check out, oh, there's all my buddies just roaming around in their own mechs. And night vision, that's not night. Yeah. Anyways, those are two alternative settings for how you can see the field. Now, as we're cruising along here, you'll notice that W, like I said, is forward throttle. S is going to slow you down if you need to. A and D will rotate your legs left and right. And your mouse actually controls the pitch and torque of your torso as you're looking around the screen. So you can be running really fast forward, looking over to your right, and see what's going on. Now, I'm going to say right off the bat, you definitely want to keep a pack mentality in this game, because if you end up by yourself, you're very easily picked off by a random volley of missiles that are going to... this is not a good start. Alright, well, let's see. Let's see if I can get this guy with everything I've got, right? Yeah, okay. So, if you have your weapon group set up and into different settings, you can hotkey out several. Oh crap! Nope. Like I said, you do not want to be off on your own because you'll get hit by things. So you definitely want to stay in a group, like I was saying, and run away before you get blown up by things. Okay, good. No more missiles. Anyways, who is shooting all these missiles? Good lord. They are not on my Christmas card list. Let's put that. Alright, so volleys and missiles. Eagles bad. Cliff, run. Cover is good. I want cover. Good. Yep. Okay. Alright. We're good. Back what I was saying. If you've noticed, the radar, that's perfect. He popped up out of nowhere. If you're going through and you find someone on their own, this is perfect about everything I wanted to say. You can sneak up on them. It's obviously facing the wrong way. You look down on the mini-map at the bottom, you actually get an idea of where their feet are facing. They could technically be looking on either side, but... okay, we gotta find them first before I get too carried away on that. Here we go, heat vision. See, I told you. Heat vision is good for other things as well, other than, seeing your people. You can see other people, like enemies in trees. However, trees do make it difficult to hit the person. Okay, I've got no more trees in the way. So, with this, you want to lead a little bit, because if you shoot where they were, you're going to end up missing them, because people don't really just stand still. Alright, if you look at the top right, let's see if we can get this guy. I hope I hit him with the trees. Come on. And... yes! You are dead. Oh, crap. Well, I found everyone that was firing the missiles. Let's get out of this. Alright, hang on just a second. If you hit, like I said, S is going to go backwards, and I want to go backwards. I do not like this. My arm is nearly dead. I don't... No. Back up. Lasers. Missiles. He was the guy firing it. I hate it. Son of a... I forgot. If you shoot everything too fast, you can overheat. But luckily, they do have an override button. You just hit O. That is the mapped out button for it already. You can always, hotkey it again, like I said. But... alright, let's find this guy. He was shooting at me. My head, apparently. If you look at the bottom left-hand side of your screen, you can see your armor display. So if you end up finding yourself in trouble, you need to, oh crap, keep your side away from, they can shoot through trees. Lasers shoot through trees, FYI. Back up, we gotta get out of the way. How do they see me? How? No, they're probably using heat vision or something, I don't know. Alright, let's get out of here before someone randomly oh crap, I don't have machine guns. My machine guns are blown up. So, yeah, you can lose weapons, and you can, no, lasers, don't do anything. They really don't. Well, that was anticlimactic. And good news about this, well, good news for me because I have more time to now just sit around and talk. Once you die, you get to just watch. It's not based on respawn. This is going to be a good time to explain game mode, I guess. It's Assault game mode is what the only game mode they've got right now for MechWarrior Online. And there's two ways to win. You either kill everybody on the other team, or you take over their base, which you can see that on the little compass bar there, right in... of course you're going to overheat if you run face first into a shoulder cannon. So, apparently it's 1-6 with me getting the only kill. But anyways, we'll go on to this. At least whenever you are watching people die or try to not die, it looks nice. The graphics are pretty good on this one. I don't know how the other MechWarrior games were, but it's very smooth, very nice, and apparently very cinematic. This guy's going to go in, he's going to teabag. Why? He's going to teabag it, and he's going to... Oh, never mind. Okay. And then we've got this guy. No wonder we weren't doing it. We had a random guy just walking around in the background doing absolutely nothing. He didn't shoot anything. What was this guy doing? Great. Anyways, he's trying to do the other way to win, like I was mentioning, is to take over the enemy base. And so I imagine he's trying to run around the side of everything, since we were all in some epic fight in the middle there without him. He's trying to get in the base, and it has just a little area on the map that's highlighted by a box. You can sit in it, and the longer you stand in it, the more the health bar, I guess is a good thing to call it, on the top, the very center top little red line would start to diminish if you were sitting in the base. And I can imagine they're heading to our base because there is several of them and only one of us. So if they just get two people in the base, they're gonna win no matter what. So there's no point in trying to find this guy and shoot him. It's just easier to find the base, because it's, as you can see on the little bar there, it is highlighted on your directional compass up there with the little red box. Theirs is going to be red too for the one they want to get to. And this guy is really far away. He has been walking for far too long, but oh well. He'll get there eventually, but we're going to talk about other stuff like the scenery. This was a little crater, I believe, was the name of this one, and there's only 3 maps so far that I am aware of, and only 1 game mode, like I was saying. There's not very many right now, but I can imagine there will be a very large selection of game modes very soon. Well, I don't know very soon, but as you know, as the developers create more information, they'll definitely get it out there for everybody. And oh, there they go. Yeah, they're just, you can see how fast the friendly bar is dropping, because they're probably all just camping out in the middle of our base saying, hey, we're not going to go hunt you, we're just going to sit here and drink a beer or something. I don't know what Mech Warriors have, if they a little fridge inside. And mine didn't, it just had the emergency button, which I don't think I actually used. But anyways, they're about to win. And we'll get on to the menu of this game here in just a second. So the big thing is about not exiting the match is at the end you actually see the highlights. If you were to exit the match, you don't get to see any of that, so you don't really want to leave if you actually got a kill or anything. If you just like started and 30 seconds later died, yeah, by all means, go for it. But anyways, let's get on to the menu. Come on, menu. There we go. Alright, so as you can tell, it's closed beta still. But this is the home page, and you're going to have a lot of information that you can get to eventually see. You've got the home page, and on that you're going to have the news feeds, so if you wanted to take out look at any of the articles or anything coming on. Then we got the Mech Lab and the Pilot Lab tabs, and the Trial Mechs, and I guess your profile pictures. Eventually you could change that up, and your menu, your MC experience, random things like that, and the social box, which I don't have any friends, so I can't really talk to anybody on there. But anyways, these are only, 1492, 1436, my bad. 96, 36, whatever. So the trial mechs, you've got 4 different that you can choose from, and I was using the catapult one there, but let's go to the Mech Lab. And this gives you a lot more detail on the stats of each individual mech. And this one right here shows you got 4 lasers. It shows you what class it is, the equipment, the hard points, all those little things about it that are just kind of little traits. You got auto repair and auto arm that you can change, whichever one you felt like doing. I'm gonna leave them on because I don't really know too much about it now. But you can take a look at all 4 of the categories, and the one that's selected right now, you can see how heavy it is, the armor, firepower, how effective it is with heat, and also with the weight. You see this one's freakishly heavy. It's 50 tons. It's gonna have different loadouts, but you don't really necessarily get an advantage on individual weapons. Granted, of course, you 4 lasers against 5 lasers, yeah, you'll have an advantage, but yeah, each one has several different types of weapons. This one has got some, the one I was using earlier, it's got the PPC, which is that big bitch right there. It can really do some hurt on people, but this one is going to be still low on firepower because it only has 6 weapons. Then you got the assault mech, and it's got large laser and then other weapons, all big weapons. I think you only get 4 weapons, 5 weapons, sorry, and all the stats are still going to be different. Like I was saying, each individual one, you can just hit ready mech if you were in the mech lab. So if you selected this one, make sure you actually hit ready mech. Now, if you go to own mechs down there, you actually see you have 4 slots for mech bays. If you have experience, you can actually purchase things. You can go to create new mech, and bam, there you go. You got all the potential options for the mechs you could buy. Granted, I haven't been playing very long, and this guy is still a light mech. As you can tell, he's in the right by the Jennifer, which was the other light mech that's on the trial. There's 4 different variations of this guy. Even the cheapest one, however, is a little more expensive than what I have. So I'm going to be buying anything on this one, so I can't really show you the purchasing process of this. And you can tell he's a light mech. He's also got pathetic firepower. He's really light, but he's really fast. So there is going to be the trade-off and variations. Like I was saying, each one's going to have different weapons. This one's a flamer. He's a flamer. Anyways, when you go through the list, you are going to be looking at the tonnage, the armor, firepower, heat efficiency, and all of the weapons that you could potentially have on there. And so one thing to mention about the game is that these mechs actually react to the scenery depending on how much they weigh. So if you have a light mech and you're running around on snow, you're not going to slip and slide as much. Where if you had a heavy mech, you actually could slide down the side of a mountain and end up somewhere completely different that you wanted to go to. I mean, you're sitting there on the top of the mountain, next thing you know, you scoot over to the right too much, and oh, hey, you're sliding down the bottom. And the heavier you get, the more that actually has a feel to it. So each mech is going to feel slower as they get heavier, and you're going to sit there and think, wow, I am crawling. How fast am I going? It says 50, probably not. And with that actually said, there is something to say about the pace of these games. Every match is going to be rather slow up until you get into some big fight. You'll get into a fight, you'll have some artillery guys, you'll have some scouts running in the beginning like you saw earlier, and you get into it, and next thing you know, everyone's dead, and that was kind of it. So you don't really have the long drawn-out, death matches yet that you respawn and continue to fight no matter how many times you get blown up. This game mode is still very strategy based. You want to choose the correct loadout and the correct mech for the job and the role that you want to play, and if you don't choose that wisely, you're going to be sitting there watching the spectator screen for a long time. So with that, we'll wrap up the purchasing thing, because like I said, I don't have enough money to buy anything. So you get out of that, you could buy for it, you can buy more mech bays later on, but let's get on to the pilot lab tab, my bad. You've got several different slots here under different categories, basic, elite, and master, and each one is going to have different customizations to your mech. And so when you get these unlocked throughout the game, you'll be able to make little tweaks to your mech, eventually a master mech. And they have different classes that you'd be able to look at the variants that you own, and based on how many of them you own and what you've added to them, you get different experience points from it and things like that. You can go through the medium, heavy, and assault classes. Then outside of the mech trees, you've got the pilot trees, which you've got vision, targeting, support, sensor. All that will show up eventually in that box there. And right now it just looks like support has one and sensor has one. Yeah, sensor. And so right now, very, very minimal, but like I said, the NDA on this was released only a little while ago, and so with it being so new, there's going to be a lot of updates. I mean, they're going to have different weather conditions. They're going to have different trial mechs. You can go back through, and I'm going to make sure I have the right one chosen for our next match here in a little bit. But there's so many different things that are going to be developed and brought out as soon as the developers can. They unfortunately aren't really able to give many answers to ETAs on that. But if you take a look at their forum, you'll be able to keep track of when things are being released. Also, you'll be able to find out updates on patch notes and other potential awesome tidbits of information as they come out. But unfortunately, this game is going to be slow paced, as you could tell. I'm going to join another game, and to save y'all the boredom of the loading screen and all the walking and stomping around that I'm going to end up doing at the very beginning of this, I'm going to cut out a little bit of the information and zoom back into some of the action. So I'll be right back. Alright, well, so we're in Frozen City, as you saw, and I am now in a tunnel, but this is going to basically explain the difference in the loading, because like I was saying in the very beginning of this, it's going to be a lot of short battles where you have a whole bunch of craziness going on, and then a lot of waiting. So this is just to show you a little bit more of the footage and different mech. I chose the Hunchback. Wait, no, the Atlas. Sorry, my bad, Atlas. And it's got a little bit of a different loadout, more small lasers, and then remember those missiles that I was running away from? Yeah, this is the guy that's got them. So if you want to be the one sitting in the back shooting missiles there, but choose this guy. However, if you're in a tunnel, you kind of really are in some trouble because they don't work very well close range. You get like one or two of them to hit. You see there's going to be not much excitement. You can't really get excited about this stuff. It's just a lot of, okay, we can get a little bit excited when you get some little guy shooting 30 lasers at you. Good lord, okay, so maybe I was wrong. There's a little bit of excitement to it. Where did he go? Wait, I gotta turn around. I gotta turn around. What? How did you, who is shooting me? Where is this guy at? He's, okay, there he is. There, the little bastard. How did he get around here? Ugh. Okay, so a perfect example of the difference between a light mech and a heavy mech is the light mech is just gonna run in circles around you. Well, I'm about to die. So before that happens, I'd just like to say that the game is very fun to play just for brief moments. You can't really get too sucked into the game for very long periods of time because of the just waiting around that you're gonna end up doing. But once the new game modes come out and all the updates hit, I'm pretty sure you'll find me on here quite frequently. So and our base is under attack. I am dying and our base is under attack, so this is just gonna be bad. Anyways, I've got a match to lose, but I'll end with saying remember that this game is still extremely new, so keep an eye out for all those new updates and patches, the new game modes. Everything that's going to be coming out there is going to rock your faces off whenever it finally does come out. So for now, gamers, get to gaming.